The Wu-Tang Clan are regarded by many as one of the most influential hip-hop groups of all time. Even if you're too young to have been alive during the group's peak, or if you're a 90s kid like me, you definitely know who they are. Maybe you've worn a t-shirt with their logo on it and you just have no idea. Wu-Tang set the bar for originality pretty high for groups at the time by meshing grimy rap lyrics and nasty beats mixed with old kung fu flicks, making such a unique sound it was hard not to listen.
Each other, their kung fu is first class. Shaolin shadow boxing and the Wu-Tang sword style.
With the biopic boom blending into 2020, it was only a matter of time before we got a Wu-Tang biopic. Wu-Tang: An American Saga premiered on Hulu September 4th, 2019. Set in New York City during the height of the crack epidemic, the show follows the gradual formation of the hip-hop group. The cast includes Ashton Sanders as Bobby Diggs, aka RZA, Shameik Moore as Corey Woods, aka Raekwon, TJ Adams as Russell Jones, aka ODB, Dave Jones as Clifford Smith, aka Method Man, Yonel Young as Gary E. Grice, aka Jizza, Sadiq Sanderson as Dennis Coles, aka Ghostface Killah, and Joey Badass making a cameo as Jason S. Hunter, aka Inspector Deck. Some members of the Wu-Tang Clan were very involved in production of the Hulu series, which is pretty rare for biopics nowadays. RZA was a co-creator and executive producer. Method Man is an executive producer, with Ghostface Killah, Inspector Deck, Massa Killa, and Jizza as consulting producers. The estate of the late Old Dirty Bastard, who passed away in 2004, is also listed as a consulting producer. With all of these real people involved in a retelling of their own lives, you probably expect it to be sealed tight with historical accuracy, right? Well, one of the screenwriters, Alex Say, had this to say about the topic of validity in regards to the series. We're calling it historical fiction. It's grounded and based in a lot of truth. I would challenge you to find a biopic that doesn't take license. The whole point is that as long as you're being spiritually true, that's the most important thing. Within the truth itself, you could deviate. Knowing that there was architectural working off of the bones of the truth, then we could fill it out with different little embellishments. But there had to be a TV series that was based in history for us to go forward, in my opinion. Basically, it's the truth with a bit of fluff. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the lines between fact and fiction in regards to the show. Spoiler alert, if you're not already a Wu-Tang fan, or if you just haven't finished the series, I don't advise watching this video. Like, why'd you even click on it? Please go watch the show. Everyone has that one friend out of the group whose house feels like home for everyone. The scenery of Bobby's house in the show is definitely portrayed as such. The house was a staple breeding ground of creativity throughout the series, as well as later peacemaking amongst the rappers. The house portrayed in the series is actually the real house that RZA and his family lived in at the time period the series takes place. Before shooting the series, RZA and his brother was allowed by the current residents to do a walkthrough of their old home. The family who lives at the location currently were generous enough to let the crew use the place for filming. However, only the exterior of the house was used. The family allowed production designers to scale the interior of the home, and then it was rebuilt on a stage for filming. RZA's sister even provided old family photos to help designers match wallpaper and floorboards. So, kinda accurate, kinda not, but this is more so a Hollywood technique than it is anything fictional. In an episode where Shotgun, aka Method Man, is at Bobby's house recording a demo, Raekwon comes over and verbally tears a young Method Man to shreds.
Y'all niggas think y'all at the fever? Some shit?
Hey, y'all niggas should hop on the track together.
Nah, I'm good. Flow's familiar though. This that nigga tape you was playing me on the panty raiders shit, ain't it? Always talking about bitches.
Nah, my shit mad versatile. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I don't. My shit's strictly for the streets, you know what I mean?
Let's call it a day.
Apparently this scene actually happened in real life. Method Man and Raekwon have been known to go back and forth over the years, but in this scene in particular, Raekwon expressed how he is not interested in Method Man's demo, his style, or his swag, just completely tore him down. RZA spoke about this interaction in an interview stating, he, Raekwon, confronts him, Method Man, and says, nah, you're not doing that. That confrontation is known amongst us. When Method Man blew up, we called him the Michael Jackson of rap, and he hated that. That was just part of some of the members picking on him.
Try to outshine each other, but at the same time, we coming together.
In the show, RZA, aka Bobby, lived in North Carolina as a child due to his behavior. Well, this actually happened also. RZA lived in North Carolina with his uncle from age 3 to 7. RZA's mother is the daughter of his brother, who passed away when RZA's mother was a baby. Unlike the show, RZA actually only spent about 3.5 years there with his uncle until he passed away at 45 or 50 years old. His uncle had 600 acres of land where he had tobacco, peanuts, and animals, which is also shown on the show. He was also a practicing doctor with his own clinic. In the show, we're constantly teased with the secret that is RZA's sister and Ghostface Killah's young relationship. The season even ends on a pregnancy reveal due to this relationship. Well, this affair actually happened as well. Not much has been said publicly on how the two actually became an item, or even if the relationship was really a secret to the family, or if that was just for the show. But one of RZA's sisters actually does have 2 children by Ghostface Killah. This actually made RZA and Ghostface's relationship stronger. They even refer to each other as brothers.
So I wasn't sure why you wanted to meet all the way out here.
What you think?
It's nice, but I don't think all these white people like us here.
Hey, yo. All these dead presidents, I got them too. Nobody care about black or white, long as the money green.
Some of you guys may have noticed my wording earlier when I said one of RZA's sisters. One major fictional aspect of the show was the family dynamic. RZA actually has 11 brothers and sisters. Yes, 11. Shuri is based on all of RZA's sisters, not just one in particular. Different little personality traits from each girl was molded all into one character for her to play. RZA stated that he mainly did this to avoid confusion amongst the viewers. The part of the show that made me begin questioning the validity of events and made me even want to dig into this topic to make this video would have to be the last episode and the second to last episode of the series, when Bobby shoots the man who was extorting him for the 60 grand. That scene is what made me even want to make this fact or fiction video, honestly. I just really wanted to find out, did RZA actually shoot someone? Turns out this scene may have happened as well. I say may because this was the season finale and we don't know how the writers are going to play it out, but around the time period the scene takes place, real life RZA did in fact shoot someone. But here's where the fluff comes in. In 1991, RZA allegedly shot Willie Waters in the leg after Waters kicked RZA's car. So the shooting victim was not trying to extort $60,000 from the I Love You Rakim debut, as the show portrays. According to a 2000 Village Voice article by Frank Owen, RZA was charged with felonious assault. RZA's sister actually bailed him out with her life savings. In regards to the incident, RZA stated, "I still injured that young man and I regret it. I'm a man of peace, I don't want to injure nobody. But let me get to the point. We went to trial and I won. The jury said not guilty, and when I walked out, my brother looked me in my eye and said, 'This is your second chance, don't blow it.' I'll never forget this joy that overcame me. At the same time, I had a baby on the way, so I'm like, yo, Rakim is greater than this. I gotta be greater than that. I'm gonna put Rakim to the side. I'm gonna birth something new. I'm gonna birth the RZA." When the RZA was born, I decided to walk the path of righteousness and not turn back. We're predicting that this will be the season opener if a second is approved, because this is the start of the RZA rebrand and the Wu-Tang birth. There have been lots of murmurs going around that, there may be a season 2. The actor that played ODB actually slipped up on social media and hinted about it. It's still up in the air, but it's pretty evident that a lot of people are waiting on it. Regardless if the show is 100% fact or sprinkled with fluff for entertainment, it does seem as if RZA stayed true to his word and rooted the story in truth. If we're looking at historical facts, Wu-Tang the American Saga has only just brushed the tip of the iceberg. Let me know what you guys think about season 1, and did any of these things surprise you? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you.